chicka wow wow. What's up, party people? Welcome to another episode of Elkivate Your Life. I am your hostess with the mostess. L is in the letter L, and key as in the key to your heart. Well, welcome to Wisdom Wellness Wednesday. Thank you all for tuning in and listening. Thank you to my loyal listeners who continue to show your loyalty and show up and listen and like and comment. I really appreciate it. And if you're new here, thank you for tuning in to Elkivate Your Life, where we discuss Mindful Monday with tips and tricks on how to be mindful on Mondays, and Wisdom Wellness Wednesdays, where I try to share a little bit of wisdom and talk about relevant topics. I try to stay away from politics and religion, although the occasional little thought or idea or news clip or something might trickle in. I try to steer clear of those topics because, as my dear family always says, Dr. Kyle, as I call him, politics and religion divide us and love unites us. And that is quoting the great Kyle Few, who, well, we consider each other family because of how long we have known each other and been in each other's lives. So, here we are on Wisdom Wellness Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. So, I would love to know, and my previous episode kind of talked about it, is what are your plans for Thanksgiving? On Monday, I talked about basically asking you about what is what do you do on Thanksgiving? What are your traditions? What are the meals you make, etc.? But now I want to take it a step further because here we are the day before. So those of you that are having family, friends, traveling, hosting, some of you might be preparing the turkey or the stuffing or the potatoes or yams or the pies or who knows what, depending on what your traditions are. And so, well, for Mr. and I, we did have plans to have a Friendsgiving, and sorry to say that those plans took a turn for the worst unexpectedly. And so we had to pivot and come up with a plan B. So now it is just going to be the two of us. I feel like breaking out in song. And you know what song that is? Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. Yeah, so wasn't expecting that to happen, but in life, we often have to learn to pivot, right? So that's what we did. And neither of us are happy about it. What can I say? Shit happens, right? And we got to be prepared to roll with the punches and, yeah, I guess always have a plan B or C in place. So on this Wisdom Wellness Wednesday, that's kind of where I'm going with it is What do you do when you have plans and something happens? They change unexpectedly, especially if it's before a holiday. What do you do? I would love to hear your wisdom on this Wisdom Wellness Wednesday. Well, as for me, this happened a couple times this year, just before 4th of July. Our plans changed and we had to pivot unexpectedly. And once again, here we are where we had to change our plans unexpectedly. So, that being said, would love to hear your thoughts and feedback, commentary, ideas, opinions on what do you do when you have plans and things change? What do you do? What does that look like for you? Do you, for example, I always like to use this example because when I took a Franklin Covey class back in the day, wow, try saying that 5 times fast. Franklin Covey class. It was all about organization and how to be proactive instead of reactive. And the example that they used was, have you ever been at the airport and there's been a change of plans with your flight? There are the people that stand there and bitch and complain because they're pissed off that their flight got changed, they're unprepared, they are not ready for the change. So they want to complain to the people that can't do anything about it. Or are you the person? So those are the people that would be reactive, right? And then there are the people that are proactive, that go to the nearest telephone booth. I know I'm aging myself, right? Or go to their cell phone and make a call to arrange for whoever was going to be picking them up from the airport, and or whether that be family, friends, whatever. So we have our proactive people and our reactive people. And so which one are you? Are you proactive or are you reactive? And while I'm sure a lot of you don't want to admit to being reactive, it happens, right? There's all kinds of feelings that surround the disappointment or the hiccup or the snafu in the plans. And so, what do you do about it? Well, I feel like in life, we have to be prepared to adapt to change. And the better prepared we are, the better we can adapt to the new scenario that presents itself. And so while there is, you know, feelings of disappointment or frustration or whatever, we also have to be able to try to find a positive end result. And so that's how I tend to operate. So, with all that being said, Mr. and I are just having Thanksgiving, just the two of us. So, um, not what we wanted, not what we signed up for, but it is what it is. Um, on that note, I'm curious, and I hope that you will share some feedback because some people on Mindful Mondays episode, I asked about traditions and holidays and what do you do? Do you go see family? Do you travel? Do you make certain foods? Are you on vacation? Are you working? What does it look like for you? And some people just followed with Happy Thanksgiving or nice episode. So I appreciate the comments. I hope that you will remember to like the episode. That means a lot. And it does help the algorithm, everyone. So just so you know, anytime I ask you to like or comment on the episode, or even share if you know somebody that the episode might resonate with or someone that might appreciate it, when you like and you comment, it helps the algorithm to continue out there. And, it gets my podcast, my voice out there. Currently, I am honored to say that I'm in 33 countries and 306 cities last time I checked, which was on Mindful Monday. So I'm very proud of that. So obviously, I want to get to a much larger global scale where I'm heard throughout all of the countries. But currently, I'm happy to announce that not only in the United States, but I'm in Mexico, I'm in Canada, I'm in Israel, Philippines, Japan, Turkey. I can't even remember the other ones off the top of my head, but that was just to name some. So I'm glad. I'm glad that people are listening to my podcast and enjoying it and liking and commenting and following. But I want to get to a much larger scale. And that's where you, my loyal listeners, come in to share your thoughts, ideas, and feedback so that I can improve my podcast, but also maybe you want to share something that you would like to hear more about or for me to elaborate on, or you'd like to be a guest on the show. Or I will tell you that I am working on getting more guests and getting back to video accompanied by audio. Quite honestly, I haven't done the video lately because there's been a lot going on physically and mentally. And so I just haven't felt like I could present my best self on video. And certainly don't want you guys to see me looking a hot mess. And yeah, I guess that's it. Not even like looking a hot mess physically, but just like, sometimes when you have things going on in your life, like poor health or my autoimmune or in a negative headspace, let's face it, social media advertises how we love to watch the beautiful people, the beautiful people. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm breaking out in song a lot, so bear with me. Um, but yes, nobody wants to look at a negative Nancy and hear her. So that's why I've been hiding behind the screen and the mic. But I am going to get back to being a face to go with the voice. And I have been posting some of my TikToks on my YouTube channel. So for those of you that listen on YouTube, I am trying to grow my YouTube as much as all the other channels, which I'm on pretty much all the platforms: Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Podcaster, Deezer, Podchaser, countless others that I can't even think of right now, Buzzsprout. And the only one that I haven't gotten approved for yet is iHeartRadio. And I don't know why. I've done all of the things that they've asked me to do, but for some reason, that one is just not checking all the boxes. So, but I am on all the other common platforms. And it does mean a lot when you are able to. Sorry about the interruptions. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. I don't know how it got through, but anyway. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. I would love to hear, what is your Thanksgiving going to look like? Who's cooking? Where are you going? What is your favorite Thanksgiving meal? As for me, I'm known for my sweet potatoes and or yams accompanied by butter, brown sugar, cinnamon, and marshmallow-topped. Sometimes I add pecans or nuts, but not this year. And then, of course, the infamous green bean casserole. Our Thanksgiving wouldn't be complete without that. And then the usual turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy, and um, rolls. And I don't want to keep getting interrupted by these text interruptions, so I might have to wrap things up. I want to say thank you to my loyal subscribers out there. And I want to say thank you to Kara, lovemyartist.etsy.com. This girl always has something cooking, something up her sleeve. Just recently, she put out the cutest turkey video because she has a parrot, and it's a animated turkey video that's very cute. And it can be found on her Etsy page as well as her TikTok, her YouTube. So check her out, Kara, lovemyartist.etsy.com. And all of the people I talk about that have businesses, you can find their link in my in the podcast description. Sorry for all the chimes. And now I've got a screaming, crying child outside. So it just so happens that my son is celebrating Thanksgiving today because he was kind enough to volunteer to work for his peers tomorrow because he is the Lone Ranger out there in SAC. Too far for him to come here for just a day, and I'm not one to drive during the holidays. I'm always afraid of an accident and traffic and all kinds of stuff. So my son is spending his day cleaning and cooking, and today is his Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to my beautiful boy, Brandon. And to anyone else out there who has to celebrate today in lieu of working tomorrow on the holiday. Been there, done that when I worked in the grocery world and in the auto business and various other jobs. No fun. So anyway, because of the chime interruptions from my kiddos, Brooklyn and Brandon, responding to my messages, sorry about that, folks. Even though I had my phone on silent and on Do Not Disturb, somehow it got through. I guess I have them on the emergency setup. So apologies for that. That doesn't usually happen. I usually weed them out, and I still might, but I also don't want to take away from the podcast and my flow of what I was talking about, which was basically talking about Thanksgiving and Wisdom Wellness Wednesday and how to be able to have the wisdom to be able to pivot should an unexpected challenge or hiccup or snafu interfere with your plans. And so that's what I was talking about. But also, I just want to talk about having an attitude of gratitude. It is so important. I like to say an attitude of gratitude is a magnet for miracles. So, what am I thankful for? The breath in my lungs, my eyesight, my hearing, the ability to walk and talk and share my voice with you, and, to be able to eat and drink and be in a comfortable home. Although I have to say, right now, I'm freezing my butt off. Um, I'm a summer baby, so I feel like I just can't do the cold. And it's probably not even that cold here. Um, Fun fact. So, yeah, it's only 51 degrees, guys, but I'm a wimp. So, fun fact, ever since I had my gallbladder removed, I feel like it took out my heater, my internal heater. I feel like my body changed from that. And, I haven't really done any research or studies on it, but I just feel like ever since that happened, I'm always cold. Uh, and I eat right, I hydrate, I exercise. I'm at the healthiest stage in my life. I'm like 124 pounds at the whopping 5'4" on a good day with heels, which really means I'm 5'3" and a half. So yeah, I don't know if anybody wants to shed some light on that. If you have had your gallbladder removed and it changed your body and your internal system, I would love to hear about it. So, um, I was giving a shout out to my loyal subscribers, starting with Kara, Love My Artist.etsy.com. My girl has everything: clothing, shoes, paintings, artwork, video montages for every occasion: birthday, anniversary, wedding proposal, asking someone to be the maid of honor or best man. You name it, the girl's got it. And then she has other things as well. Um, Check out her site. Lot of a lot of crafty, neat looking, unique pieces. And moving right along, Lisa Roberts Curbello. Thank you so much for being a loyal subscriber. I appreciate you. And I hope that you are having a lovely Thanksgiving with your family. Same to you, Kara. I hope that you don't have to cook too much and you're not freezing your butt off and you're able to enjoy family, and yeah, that things start looking up for you. And on to Kyle Few. Thank you for always being a loyal supporter in my life throughout the years. Check out his Audible, Commitment to Love. Love is a Verb. It doesn't just talk about, how to love a partner, but how to love yourself and how to practice self-love, and just a lot of great, interesting practices that all of us could benefit from. And so happy Thanksgiving to you, Kyle and Amor. Moving on to Roger Haven. Would love to know what you're doing for Thanksgiving. Are you spending it with your family, your sweet grandbaby? Are you cooking? Are you baking? For those of you who have heard me talk about Roger, this man can grow a garden, cook, bake. Yeah, talk about a jack of all trades. And then moving on to Jeff Para. Jeff Para, namaste. I see Sprinter Traveling has, yeah, looks good on you, my friend. I'm so happy for you to see your adventures through social media. And then Mike Kaufman, thank you for being a loyal listener, or should I say a loyal supporter, not always listener. Sometimes he gets behind on listening and commenting, which he definitely currently is. So, hey, mister, get on it. Listen, like, share, comment, will ya? Okay, and then moving right along to Angie Germer. Angie, thank you for being a loyal subscriber. I appreciate you. I hope you and the fam are doing well and everyone's healthy and yeah, enjoying all the family traditions. I haven't seen you like or comment in a while either. Angie Germer is a distributor of Thrive Lavelle. So if you are looking to fill the nutritional gaps, if you're looking to lose weight, gain muscle, just have a healthier system in general, check out her link. Again, all of the links can be found within my podcast description, usually at the bottom of the page. And thank you to my loyal listeners, Dory, Miss Samina, Lily, Travis, I guess, question mark. I'm not sure. Occasionally Brooklyn and Brandon, and a handful of others that I don't have time to mention. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Check out my YouTube channel. Like I said, I've been trying to post inspirational, motivational TikToks about we're never too old to try new things. Currently, I am practicing archery at this time of the year and also working out. So posting my fur baby Chanel, and just, a little peek into my life. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Please remember, like and comment because it helps the algorithm, and feel free to share and or subscribe. You can subscribe for as little as a cup of coffee or as much as a Happy Meal. So, and all of that information is available in the links as well. Okay, well, happy Thanksgiving to all of you, and Elkie out. So, ciao for now.